All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and read this together. You have an option as an advisor. If you want to go ahead and read it with your class, I'm going to go ahead and attach the pages on the slides for you to read. But if you'd prefer, you can listen to me read and watch the video together. Okay, so up to you. That afternoon, Mrs. Rosen knocked on their door but didn't come inside. Instead, she spoke for a long time in a hurried, tense voice to Anne Marie's mother in the hall. When Mama returned, her face was worried, but her voice was cheerful. Girls, she said, we have a nice surprise. Tonight, Ellen will be coming to stay overnight and be our guest for a few days. It isn't often we have a visitor. Kirsty clapped her hands in delight. But Mama, Anne Marie said in dismay, it's their new year. They were going to have a celebration at home. Ellen told me your mother managed to get a chicken someplace and she was going to roast it, their first chicken in a year or more. Their plans have changed, Mama said briskly. Mr. and Mrs. Rosen had been called away to visit some relatives, so Ellen will stay with us. Now, let's get busy and put some clean sheets on your bed. Kirsty, you may sleep with Mama and Papa tonight, and we'll let the big girls giggle together by themselves. Kirsty pouted, and it was clear that she was about to argue. Mama will tell you a special story tonight, her mother said, one just for you. About a king? Kirsty asked dubiously. About a king if you wish, Mama replied. So my note is I'm wondering, where are the Rosens actually going? I don't really believe that they're going to visit relatives. All right then, but there must be a queen too, Kirsty said. Though Mrs. Rosen had sent her chicken to the Johansons, and though Mama made a lovely dinner, large enough for second helpings all around, it was not an evening of laughter and talk. Ellen was silent at dinner. She looked frightened. Mama and Papa tried to speak of cheerful things, but it was clear they were worried, and it made Anne Marie worried too. Only Kirsty was unaware of the quiet tension in the room. Swinging her feet in the newly blackened and shiny shoes, she chattered and giggled during dinner. Early bedtime tonight, little one, Mama announced after the dishes were washed. We need extra time for the long story I promised about the king and queen. She disappeared with Kirsty into the bedroom. What's happening? Anne Marie asked when she and Ellen were alone with Papa in the living room. Something's wrong. What is it? Papa's face was troubled. I wish I could protect you children from this knowledge, he said quietly. Ellen, you already know. Now we must tell Anne Marie. He turned to her and stroked her hair with his gentle hand. This morning at the synagogue, the rabbi told us, his congregation, that I think difficult news is coming, that the Nazis have taken the synagogue lists of all the Jews, where they live, where their names are. Of course, the Rosens were on that list, along with many others. Why? Why do they want those names? They plan to arrest all the Danish Jews. They plan to take them away, and we've been told they may come tonight. I don't understand. Take them where? Her father shook his head. We don't know where, and we don't know why. They call it relocation. We don't know what that means. We only know that it's wrong and dangerous, and we must help. Anna Marie was stunned. She looked at Ellen and saw her best friend was crying silently. Where are Ellen's parents? We must help them too. We couldn't take all three of them. If the Germans came to search our apartment, it'd be clear that the Rosens were here. One person we can hide, not three. So Peter has helped Ellen's parents to go elsewhere. We don't know where. Ellen doesn't know either, but they're safe. Ellen sobbed aloud and put her face in her hands. Papa put his arm around her. They're safe, Ellen, I promise you that. Well, we know danger's coming, right? The Nazis are taking the Jews away in Denmark. And as we learned, this is not good news, right? You'll see them again quite soon. Can you try hard to believe my promise? Ellen hesitated, nodded, and wiped her eyes with her hand. But Papa, Anne Marie said, looking around the small apartment with its few pieces of furniture, the fat stuffed sofa, the table and chairs, the small bookcase against the wall. You said that we would hide her. How do we do that? Where can she hide? Papa smiled. That part's easy. It'll be as your mama said. You two will sleep together in your bed, and you may giggle and talk and tell secrets to each other. And if anyone comes, Ellen interrupted him. Who might come? Will it be the soldiers? Like the ones on the corners? Anne-Marie remembered how terrified Ellen had been the day when the soldier had questioned them on the corner. I don't think anyone will, but it never hurts to be prepared. If anyone should come, even soldiers, you two will be sisters. You are together so much, it'll be easy for you to pretend that you're sisters. He rose and walked to the window. He pulled the lace curtain aside and looked down into the street. Outside was beginning to grow dark. Soon they would have to draw the black curtains that all the Danes had on their windows. The entire city had to be completely darkened at night. In a nearby tree, a bird was singing. Otherwise, it was quiet. It was the last of September. Go now. Get into your nightgowns. It will be a long night. Anne-Marie and Ellen got to their feet. Papa suddenly crossed the room and put his arms around them both. He kissed the top of one of each head, Anne-Marie's blonde one, which reached to his shoulder, and Ellen's dark hair, the thick curls braided as always into pigtails. "Don't be afraid," he said to them softly. "Once I had 3 daughters. Tonight, I am proud to have 3 daughters, like